e4, d5, e takes d5, queen takes d5, knight c3, queen d6, d4, knight f6, knight f3, c6, g3, bishop g4, bishop g2, e6, castle kingside, bishop e7, h3, bishop takes f3, bishop takes f3, castle kingside, knight e4, knight takes e4, bishop takes e4, knight d7, c3, knight f6, bishop g2, rook fe8, queen b3, queen d7, rook d1, h6, c4, rook a c8, bishop e3, a6, queen a4, bishop d6, rook d2, queen e7, rook a d1, rook c d8, queen b3, rook d7, a3, rook d d8, queen c3, rook c8, b4, rook e d8, queen b3, rook d7, rook b1, bishop b8, a4, b5, rook c2, rook d d8, rook bc1, queen d7, c takes b5, c takes b5, bishop c6, queen e7, a takes b5, a takes b5, bishop takes b5, rook takes c2, rook takes c2, knight d5, bishop d2, bishop d6, bishop c6, knight takes b4, bishop takes b4, bishop takes b4, queen c4, queen d6, rook b2, rook c8, d5, e takes d5, queen takes b4, queen takes c6, rook b1, queen e6, queen g4, queen e8, rook d1, rook d8, queen d4, queen e6, king g2, h5, h4, queen f5, rook d2, f6, Rook d3. Rook d7. Rook d2. King f7. Rook d3. King g6. Rook d2. Queen e5. Queen d3 check. Queen f5. Queen d4. King f7. Rook e2. Queen g4. Queen e3. King g6. Queen d3 check. Queen f5. Queen d4. Rook e7. Rook d2. Rook e5. King h2. Queen e4. Queen takes e4 check. D takes e4. King g2. King f5. Rook d7. g6. Rook e7. Rook e5. Rook a7. Rook e6. Rook a5 check. Rook e5. Rook a7. Rook c5. Rook e7. Rook c2. King f1. Rook a2. Rook e8. Rook a6. King g2. Rook e6. Rook a8. Rook e5. Rook a7.